So, hello, I'm Jussi Milma from Project Africa. I will talk a little bit about Africa Holding. Africa Holding is still not established yet, and what we need to establish Africa Holding is actually VC capital investors. So the idea with Africa Holding is that it will be established in a country. We plan to, for one country of example, is to have it in the World Trade Center in Dubai. That is one possibility. There's other possibilities as well, but outside Europe. The idea with Africa Holding is that as a holding company, it will be investing in African to create a new Africa. So Project Africa's idea is to have a new Africa that will end the poverty in Africa, and to make a cashless economy in Africa. The cashless economy already exists in all countries in Africa, but the thing is that it need to be from the small capital area. It need to be built out in the entire country, and that is very easy, and there's other very cheap solutions to do that. A cheap solution is example to use telecommunication, to use old 3G network, 3G network repeaters, and you have a portable 3G network boxes with antenna and solar panels that you can install in cities or village, and this will make it possible to use the smartphones, old smartphones or new smartphones, whatever, to use them as a payment terminal, and to use an application that you pay with, and you use fingerprint reader, for example, for identification. Our fingerprint reader idea is for more advanced use, is to use, for example, 2-3 fingers in different way that will be, because many people doesn't understand or know numbers and things like that, but everyone know how a finger works. You put a finger on the screen, then you have identify yourself, and then you have paid, for example. So cashless economy has lots of other benefits. We know that cash, you need billions to handle cash, to transport cash, to secure cash, to register all the cash and everything. This is huge cost, and also is very insecure, because it's very easy that someone is robbing one or each other when you using cash. So the idea is because many Africans, they have already mobile phones, and mobile phones can be getting for very cheap money, and that is one way to use. Of course, we won't be affecting the small village or small areas where still people is using exchange of goods in payment. So you get a cow for a horse or whatever, or for a camel. So for this it won't be making any changes, because they actually doesn't use cash. But anyway, this is things that by the time it will be bigger and bigger, and will be coming to the village as well, where people it doesn't use cash. We have seen this already in our own history in the world, that before the cash, and people was exchanging goods in the markets, then starting to come cash, and people are starting to go over to the cash, because that was better than exchange goods in the market. So now we get people from cash to the cashless. And the idea with the cashless is to have a transparent cashless system. Is that in Africa we know there is lots of corruption, and with a transparent system, the people in Africa will see what the leaders is using the money for. They will have a transparent system. They can request the information that the government money. I want to see a list of the government money and the people in the government, what they're using the government money for. So this is a cashless, transparent cashless system, and this will bring security into the country. But one very important thing is the investors. Today, when an investor invests in many countries in Africa, there is no security at all. You bring in the money and you don't know if you get anything. You have a contract, you have 2 contracts, you maybe have 20, 30 contracts, and that is made by lawyers, local lawyers or whatever, but you don't get anything. The money is away. So the person you're talking with and supposed to invest to, you don't see anything. So to stop this is very easy to do with the cashless economy, because you have the screen, you see that you invest 100 million here on this account, and this account have a user company, and he is paying to this and this and this, but these 3 is not part of the contract you made. So then you request a stop or make a fraud signal, then they all will be freezed. So the money can't be used then. The money cannot be sent to the next person, because this is the owner of the money. So when they have been checking the contract, checking all the paper, checking that everything's if everything's okay, or there is these 3 people, they doesn't have anything to do with it, then the justice system will start to work and you will get back the cashes, the money. I think this is a very important system to have in Africa, and cashless economy will give the power of the economy to the government. Today 80-90% of the business doesn't pay any taxes, and no one have absolutely no idea at all who's paying taxes or who's not paying taxes. Where is the money? Who has the money? How much money there is? No one has no idea. So this is very important that the government gets control of their own money, and control the taxes, and the countries get the tax revenue. The other thing with the cashless system is that the people that is electing these the leaders, they will have a view over the economy, so they can select the right one that doesn't use the cash for wrong purposing. So, or the people that the leaders that is robbing the government, so they can see. So this is very important that we get this as soon as possible. That is one of Africa Holdings main parts, that investors can invest in the financial system. Other is that investors can invest in the construction. So we will be using 3D printing system, 3D printing for pre-made houses, and 3D printing for directly print the houses. The good thing is here that we are going to use mining waste. So all the mining rests will be used as a raw material. The raw material will be, of course, checked. That is free from any dangerous minerals or radiation and things like that. So it is very important that the material doesn't harm the people that will be living inside the house. The 3D printers, when we started this project for a couple of years ago, the cheapest here 3D printer was $100,000. Today we've seen portable new 3D printers that you can get for $10,000. So the price is going down. And this is very good, because portable 3D printer you can bring wherever you want. And for a prefabricated house, it's easier to use already these big 3D printers in series, that they are connecting the houses or the modules. They're building each one, building the modules. In the future, we look into to have a mobile app, mobile application. You see a plot, the real estate agent send you a plot, for example, or a satellite image or whatever of the plot that you like. And for example, we take Malawi, a seafront plot, and you see that it's a nice view, and you want a nice house there. So you take your application, you design your application in your house and application, and press on the print, and you buy the plot, and the constructor go there with the 3D printer. The 3D printer starting to print the house. When you come to your house, you have it already printed and ready to move in. So this is the future of Africa. But our real estate, our construction, what we are going into in Africa is very basic. We will have a very basic housing, very basic system. We are looking to have a commercial building, commercial areas, as you can see on the Project Africa video page, and the Project Africa-Africa.net. You can look at the videos from China, that how China built a 60-floor building in 3 weeks. So we are looking pretty much of this technology and use this technology to build houses and things like that. So we are also looking into infrastructure. Infrastructure is closer to the construction, and infrastructure, roads and things like that. You can see on the video page as well. There's technology that they will be using to build the roads very fast. We are going to like to use the same Australian technology, but make it more automatically. So mainly that the trucks is that filling the trucks that are going to make the roads will be the road system, working system will be automatically. Only the trucks that coming with the refills will be manual. So it will be a more or less driverless system. More about Africa Holding is energy side, energy production. We have put in energy and water together because energy and water, the solar farms that we are planning to build, we plan to tap the old dead mined areas, that is kilometer deeps holes that going down ground. We plan to tap these with the solar farms, and one point in the middle of solar farms will be producing water, millions of liters of water every day. It's a technology that comes from Florida, and the solar farms we plan to use is a German technology that has over 70% production capacity, and inside this deep hole we plan to get it with an aluminium tank that will be filled with water for the water production, and inside the tank we'll have the batteries that will be conserving the electricity, because the battery doesn't stand very hot heat or very hot air. So this is one way for investors to make money, because energy is needed all over, and especially in the commercial industry and things like that. Industrial part, we are planning to make a huge industrial production in Africa, thanks to our own solar energy production, and thanks to our 3D construction, pre-construction. We can make very cheap constructions. We can convert entire desert into a industrial area, and we plan to use robotic automatic production. That will be robots that is working 24/7 automatically, and special for industry that need high energy for the manufacturing. There is technology today that is 4D manufacturing. 4D manufacturing need very high energy, and there's some German companies that is doing 4D manufacturing, and this kind of production we like to have in Africa, and we offer them cheap energy, cheap taxes, And of course, we will use the Bill Gates idea of the robots to pay taxes. The robot take humans' work, so they will be paying taxes. But as we know, with the cashless economy and with the new tax revenue and more investors to the country, more manufacturing, that will be much more tax revenue. So the taxes need to be very low. So compared to Europe or United States, the taxes is less than half of the the corporate taxes in these countries. Sorry. I mean, on the presentation we need not good. Okay, so we need to, for example, you pay company taxes 18% in your country or 15%. So in Africa, you maybe pay only 4 or 5%. So this is very important to have this to work, because this will give tax revenue, and this will give to the government, and this will be tax revenue will be using our cashless system, cashless economy, and it will be a good investment for the investors, because energy is new today. Is diesel engines and things like that is producing the energy, and that is not any good, because price of the diesel and the petrol is many times very expensive, because people need to bring it by car to the area. So by solar energy, we look into make good money, especially in the commercial part, from the industry, from the commercial part, hotels, restaurants, and things like that. We don't look to charge people, the poor people, any money for electricity or water use or anything like that, and because the benefits is coming from the big volumes, the big consume like industrial parts. So there is the money, and more to Africa Holding will be have the cashless, the construction, the energy, and we will have the real estate part, the 3D printing houses we need to solve. We'll have very luxury areas. We'll have tailor-made houses. People can select a tailor-made house, what they want, and so the imagination can get whatever you want with the 3D printer. You can do whatever you want. You can live inside a guitar if you want. There's only the imagination that is the limit. Transportation infrastructure. Transportation we look into to have, especially for the luxury areas where wealthy people will be living, because one of the plan in the fiscal plan is to introduce that the wealthy people, that the particular people, they don't pay any taxes, but there will be a VAT. So the income to the government, tax revenue, will be coming from the VAT. So this will hopefully bring people to luxury areas where it's security and luxury and comfortable is on the top. And for this we look to have near the business area, business centers, and the financial and business areas need to be near these luxury areas. But there is thousands of kilometers deserts, so there is a lot of space to build on. And our example come from Dubai. We have seen Dubai growing up in 20 years from nothing to what it is today, and many ideas coming from there. And we like to pass many of these ideas and construction ideas to Africa, and make it wealthy and self-production. The main idea, of course, is that Africa will be self-production, so, and self-financial. So to produce their own ideas, produce their own, for example, solar panels, the batteries for solar panels and everything this, and put it on export. The good thing is that Africa has good relations with everyone in the world. They are not fighting with anyone. They don't have any political ideology or any Silk Road that they want to build to conquest the world or taking all the business world. So in that manner, if you look at that Europe and America fit inside the Africa. Africa is a huge continent. So, but they are very what do you say, humility in the minds, and mostly very kind and very open to solutions. So we will be offering them the solutions, and the main idea is with Africa Holding is that we will be building the commercial parts, and we'll be owning the commercial parts. We'll also be taking care of the economy. We will secure the economic system, the cashless system. We will serve maintain the cashless system, and we'll build out the cashless system, and we will control the cashless system, making sure that any leaders in the country or other country won't be manipulating the cashless system, and that indicators, because the cashless system will be a fiscal system, will be pretty much automatic, that all indicators working perfect. So the cashless system in Africa will be guarded and monitored 24 hours, 7 days a week by many people, and a team of people that will be economists and data programmers and security experts, and this will be monitored all the time, and to see that there is no problem or no issues at all with anything. So this will be a huge thing in 24 countries. We look to, in 10 years, today's GDP in entire Africa is 1.13 trillions. Our goal is to, in 10 years, to have it on 10 trillion US dollar. So if you are interested and you want to be part of the goal, and our goal, you want to put it our goal, you're welcome to contact me at any moment, and by email or by call me or by coming here to Fuengirola, Malaga, Spain. And we can also meet at any time on the airport or any location here in Spain if you want. I'm always open for ideas, and I'm like to everyone that is interested to have communication, to see your views, what is your ideas, and this is only an idea. So this is not told that need to be exactly that like I told. So, but this is one of the ideas, and if there's others for you that have other idea, you are welcome to contact me, and we have a talk about the idea and how this can be done, and maybe we can find both part solution from your solution from mine, and maybe we can synchronize it and get things done. That is the most important, that we get this done as soon as possible. Thank you for watching. Welcome to contact us at me directly, Jussi, G-U-S-S-E, at project-middleafrica.net, or contact mail at project-in-the-middle-africa.net. So let us keep in contact. Any questions is welcome, and any ideas is welcome, and let's have a talk, and sit down and talk, or have a distance conversation or a conference on Skype or on WhatsApp. So thank you for watching, and welcome to contact at any moment. I'm open 24/7, as everyone usually knows. Thank you. Bye.